they're talking about trans people being a part of the trans community, right? I have to be careful because I don't have no bottoms on, honey. I'm from the top up like you be in the meetings online, honey. Below this, honey, is homemade coochie going on. But anyway, girl, I goes on the live, and I really wasn't, I really didn't need to be on the panel, but Armand was inviting people to the panel, inviting people for the panel discussion. And so, I don't want people to think that I'm scared to say what I gotta say. So, just like I was when I got off the live, girl, I had to come back, girl, I gotta vent. This is not gonna be long. I'm just being messy right now, really honestly, just being messy. Like, that's why I titled this video like I said, because I'm really just being messy right now. So when I had to put on my wig so I look like a real trans woman, because in order to be a real trans woman, you know what I'm saying, you got to have on your wig. I got on my real Take Me Serious trans woman wig. Take me seriously. Okay, this is the Take Me Serious, I'm a real trans woman wig. So anyway, girl, I goes on there, bro. I'm commenting in the comment section, and they like, don't be talking all that noise in the comment section if you ain't gonna come on the yard stream. So you know me, I ain't never scared. I clicked the link. Girl, when I tell you, when I clicked that link, Armand booted me off that pedal when he saw me come on there with this crooked smile, with these crooked teeth, baby. When he saw that crooked teeth niggers come up on that live, honey, Armand said, he hurried up and scurried me off that live. Oh, you shall not pass.
Okay. Hey everybody, this is I Am Trans News, and as you already know, I am Novana Beta. So today, I'm going to be showing y'all some videos about a conversation that happened on Boy Chat with Armand Wiggins. And as you can see, this beautiful trans woman, I hope I don't mess her name up, Keefin. I watch her on YouTube. I'm going to make sure I write her name in the comment section, well, not in the comment section, the description section, because I have issues when it comes to saying people's names, babe. So I'm so sorry to her. I love her content. Just watched her this morning, actually, and that's how I found out about what was going on. So I kind of wanted to clear up the record for Armand, even though I really don't mess with Armand. I'm not really a fan of his, but I do want to clear up the record, and I also wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on, do you think that trans women and trans people in general should be included in the LGBTQ community? Okay, so let's go ahead and continue watching. And just so you know, I do have that content that she's talking about, what just happened, what she was just saying, where he booted her off. He did actually do that, and I'm going to show you the content where that actually happened, okay? But you have to wait to the end to see that.
And then the whole conversation was really centered around trans women, and the reason why the T needs to be broke away is for trans women. So y'all really don't care if the trans men still part of, because what about all these trans men who are attracted to me? What about all these trans men who in gay relationships? So what happens with that? Where do they go? Then when we start, because being a woman is not about genitalia, because this is a construct. It's not about genitalia. Because if being a woman is about your genitalia, then where does that leave trans men?
All right.
lumped in all together, and that's not necessary. Let LGB have their issues, and let T have their issues, because we have separate issues.
Because even when that Dave Chappelle shit happened, they were saying that LGBTQ can't fuck and piss off a gay, and it was like, well, that really wasn't a gay man's. That wasn't our issue. But then when a lot of gay men didn't have a problem with it, a lot of trans people were like, well, if you didn't have a problem with it as a gay man, stay out of it. Like it was a divide because
No, I think I'm gonna kind of interject here and there. I think trans women, and as a trans person myself, I'm gonna make a video updating y'all about what's going on with me. But as a trans person myself, I feel like they missed a lot of gay men, and a lot of people in the LG and the B missed the point, okay? Because Dave Chappelle originally was talking about how, what's his name? How the baby had got canceled and stuff like that. And so actually, if you really want to think about it, they were talking about, he was really talking about the LGBT and trans people. He talked about LGBT for a split second with the baby, but then used that as a gateway into talking about specifically just trans people or trans women. Because like the trans woman just said before this video, that they don't include trans men when they're talking about trans people. They're only talking about trans women. Probably only black trans women, quiet as it's kept. Anyway, we'll continue.
I really wasn't offended by what Dave Chappelle said, but I know a lot of transgender people were.
And just going back to what heterosexual people think, a lot of times
my question is, so when the LGs and the Bs get attacked, should trans people just not say anything?
Do you feel like that's the thing? Come on.
Y'all do know who started the LGBT movement, right? I'm just saying it was two trans women of color.
So,
let's go, Eva. Hey.
What up?
Yes. Okay, first of all, Eva, do you identify as straight or gay?
My ID says straight and my vagina says woman.
Okay.
To me, to be considered a trans woman, you actually have to have that surgery and your ID.
Okay. I can't hear you. She's shaking it up. Kind of went out. Yeah, she's shaking it up. Like we should that. The same way that we acknowledge our own struggles, as gay men.
To me, if you still have a penis, you are a man. Okay.
And that's crazy because that's what the LGB movement said. And I don't necessarily agree with them, but they were bringing some points. The LGB Alliance.
Now, there's a lot of women trans women that would not agree with this. I'm not going to sit here and downplay transgenders just to make cisgender women feel good about themselves. And I think that's what happens a lot. It's almost like you have to degrade, transgenders to lift up like me celebrating a beautiful trans sister does not take away from your cisgenderness.
Are you guys offended in any way by trans men? No. I don't.
How you doing? I just want to say, in being a part of that community, being the B in the LGBT community, a lot of the focus is on the T in that, and we do feel that way. In some of us, you don't see too many people paying attention to the bisexual. You understand what I'm saying?
Side note, the baby was talking about bisexuals and gays and gay people, but okay.
Where was
the Lil Boosie was also.
Power room at? Where is, because we got the best of both worlds, or whatever you want to say, but nothing against.
Lil Boosie also made a comment about lesbians as well, and he basically said he was okay with them, but we already know that everyone's okay with lesbians anyway.
But I just think there's too much focus on that. And plus, what about trans men? There are women, I live around a lot of them that are transitioning into men. I just think that the other letters need focused.
Did you tackle all the fucking issues?
Okay, so this is the last video. This is the video where Mafa, let's call her Miss Mafa. Miss Mafa was she was in the live. So as you can see, she's at the bottom on the left. Okay, so just keep your eye on that.
Did you
Mutual TV.
Mutual TV. Mutual TV. Mutual TV.
Hello? Okay. Oh, okay, y'all. What's up, y'all?
Okay, hey.
Oh, boy.
Hello, hi, I'm a big fan.
Hello, hello.
Yes, I'm at work, so I called you. I'm in the back.
Okay, talk to me. Okay, hey.
So I am so.
Okay, cool. So that was basically it. That was the highlights that I wanted to point out from Boys Chat from Armand's show on his channel. And then you saw Miss Mafa. And you saw that video first. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about this topic in the description, in the comment section below, okay? Couple of things I wanted to talk about, and I want to maybe talk to people in the comment section about, okay? And that's one. Do you think that trans women should be included in the LGBT? Okay? What do you think qualifies a trans woman to be a trans woman or woman? Okay? And do you think that trans men should be included in the LGBT and trans women shouldn't be included in the LGBT? Why is it okay for trans men to exist and do what they do and live how they want to live in whichever way that is, and it's not okay for trans women? And these are gay men talking about this, okay? These are gay men. I actually caught the very end of this video, of this live, when they were on, and I ended up cursing out, what's his name, Miles Spears, because he was starting to say tranny too much at the end of it when I caught it. And I just was like, can you stop saying tranny? That's really offensive. And if you check out the live, you'll see my my name pop up in there. Me saying that. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I think it's pretty sad. I think it's sad because, again, two trans women of color started the movement for the LGBT. White gay men already had their area, their space, and their safety. No one else had that. No one else. And if it was not for those trans women who paved the way, who had the houses, who took care of the kids who got left behind and were on the streets, who did everything and who showed people the way so that even trans girls like Miss T.S. Eva could go on here and say that if you don't have a vagina, then you're not a woman. And if you don't have an F on your ID, you're not a woman. You're a man. I think that's really sad because, to her logic, Marsha P. Johnson wasn't a woman to her. The pioneers for the trans movement who were trans weren't women to her. But if it wasn't for those women, she wouldn't even have the things that she has right now. She'd probably be going over there flipping and falling on the floor somewhere, trying to still fight for rights. Okay? It's, again, that's I said it in my rant video. When some girls, they get their surgery and they get all prettied up, they forget their core values as a trans person and where they sit in society, because they don't have the same issues as girls who are not passable, or the girls who don't have their SRS, which is sexual reassignment surgery. So I think that I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for these gentlemen. I feel sorry for Miss T.S. Eva. I hope they get a better education and open their minds to what trans is and the history of trans people, instead of just making random statements and random judgments on people that they clearly know nothing about. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out Miss Let me go ahead and go back to that little part. Boom. Make sure you go check out her channel, Miss Kenny Mafa. Make sure you go check out her channel as well. She's an enlightening, woke, trans black woman who's very strong, has a very strong opinion. And I rock with her. I watch her videos all the time. Make sure you check her out, okay? Armand Wiggins, you can check him out if you want to. I'm not really a follower of his content because he makes garbage content. And he talks about things for clickbait, you know, and all the other goofy stuff. I'm not really a fan. Not really a fan of his at all. I actually was subscribed to him, but I unsubscribed to him a little minute ago. But anyway, thank y'all again for watching. And as always, I am Novana Beta, and this is I Am